I only watch my Italian war dramas subs, not dubs.
Yeah.
I think if you've watched Rome Open City with dubs, you're not a true fan. You're a creep. I think it's very funny to do what you were describing, which is to voice over an Italian movie but give everyone shitty fake Italian accents. Ah, mamma mia!
Well, they
I'm
did
in
that.
The movie.
Did either of you watch The Great Voyage as a kid about like Christopher Columbus?
No. But
it's bad.
So they recorded an Italian guy, and then they had like a famous English guy get in the booth and be like, molto bene.
It's actually a German animated movie, but they got Dom DeLuise to play Christopher Columbus, and he's the only person doing an Italian accent. Everyone else talks normal.
I don't have a good DeLuise. I'm learning. I don't have a good DeLuise in the back pocket.
He's tough.
Sadly.
You don't need to worry about it.
But yes, we were discussing the first gamer saint, who I've discovered is one Carlo Acutis. But we knew there was a gamer saint. We did not know why. We did not know why this young man.
What did he do to get sanctified?
Has been sanctified. So I went to the good people at CatholicGameReviews.com because I said, surely, if anyone has this information, it's CatholicGameReviews.com. And I gotta say, there is a lack of journalistic due diligence at CatholicGameReviews.com. I have thoroughly skimmed this article, and they do not say why he is being sanctified.
What's the guy's name? What's his name?
Carlo Acutis. It's first gamer saint. Oh, Carlo was born in 1991. He's 1 year older than I am, so I guess fuck me, I guess.
Millennials.
This little
okay, so he's
saint.
not been canonized yet. He's only been beatified.
A teenager known as God's influencer.
Wow.
Hey. Prayers up in the chat.
For the Lord.
What are his miracles? Miracles?
Can I get some crosses in chat? What's up, chat? Chat,
you can't.
I would like you to step forward if you have not had Jesus Christ as one of your sins. Post the right react in chat if you would like to be cleansed in the name of the Lord.
It's one or maybe it was one of those faith NPCs like, ooh, yum yum, bread fishes, so good, yum yum, bread fishes, so good. Oil those feet.
He liked to play Halo, and I think it's fun that like there's a guy in heaven who can tell God about Master Chief. I think that's fun. I think it'd be like, Judas was really like the arbiter. He's up there and he's talking about the flood, and be like, Legion, the pig with all the demons inside of is kind of like the flood from Halo. He also liked Pokemon. Which marks him as the only Pokemon fan who will see the light of heaven.
Yeah, no, that's true.
He's Pokemon the one.
Because Pokemon has been well documented as being the devil.
It just seems like he was good at being online. He's the first Catholic that's good at online, and for this, he's going to be made a saint in the eyes of the Catholic Church. He was God's poster. Yes,
he was God's strongest poster.
The original post was the 10 Commandments.
God only gives his best memes to his strongest posters.
Yes.
On November 14th, the Vatican's Medical Council, the Congregation for the Causes of the Saints, expressed a positive opinion about a miracle in Brazil attributed to Acutis' intercession. Luciana Viana had taken her son, Matthias, who was born with pancreatic defect that made eating difficult, to prayer service. Beforehand, she prayed a novena, asking for the teenager Acutis' intercession. During the service, Matthias had asked that he should not throw up as much. Immediately following the service, he told his mother that he felt healed and asked for solid food whenever he came home. Until then, he had been on an all-liquid diet. After a detailed investigation, Pope Francis confirmed the miracle's authenticity in a decree on February 21st, 2020, leading to Acutis' beatification. You
don't want to ask for too much. He just stop
throwing
up as much.
Okay. I was like, I thought you had to have two miracles. On May 23rd, Pope Francis recognized a second miracle attributed to the intercession of Acutis. The miracle attributed to his intercession occurred in 2022 when a Costa Rican woman named Valeria had fallen off her bike and suffered a brain hemorrhage, with doctors giving her a low chance of survival. Valeria's mother, Liliana, prayed for the intercession of Acutis and visited his tomb. The same day, Valeria began to breathe independently again and was able to walk away, with all evidence of the hemorrhage have disappeared. How about that?
How about that? I think it's fun that Catholics have a worldview like an open world video game where there's just like all these little markers on the map where you can pray and like recover health.
I mean, I do feel like
that's what
Catholicism is the branch of Christianity that would most fit gaming. Like, it's all about, it's all about getting your collectibles. It's all about getting your saints.
Yeah.
Building your party of saints.
There's 3 Catholic sacraments of initiation. And so there's like a level progression, and there's 7 altogether.
You have your confirmation mission.
What is your confirmation but getting your gamer handle?
Your character creator where you choose your secret middle name that only Catholics have.
Yeah.
Wow, that's loco. That's crazy.
And getting into heaven is a huge pain in the ass. There's so much grinding you have to do through purgatory, but if you just pay a little bit now, you can skip ahead out of the queue and get gaming in heaven sooner.
If you believe in me, you'll get free DLC.
Pre-order the Lord for extra bonuses after death. It's just so funny to imagine someone in heaven who also like owned an Xbox 360. Like, I thought for sure we closed the gates. You know what I mean? I thought heaven was kind of full. And that no one who existed at the same time as, like, the Game Awards would ever get in there.
I think it's also strange to pray to a contemporary teen. Like, to pray to someone who's worn, like, a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt in their lifetime. You're praying to someone who knows who Goku is. Like, that can't be right in the eyes of the Lord.
I want to know, like, what starter did he pick in Pokemon?
Yeah.
You know, like, who is the Lord's starter? Is it Bulbasaur? I want to know.
It's Bulbasaur.
It's Bulbasaur. Come on.
I know. We want it to be Charizard, but it's not Charizard.
Charizard's of the devil, dude. You cannot talk me down from this perch.
He's
Charizard
too cool.
Is dragon from hell. Exactly. Nothing that cool is good. Nothing that cool is righteous. Nothing as cool as a Charizard.
And on the third day,
Bulbasaur's heaven. Squirtle is purgatory. Charizard is hell. Dante's starters.
I think Christ was able to exit the tomb by having a Pokemon that knew strength.
Well, no.
Yes.
By pushing the giant boulder.
Christ was able to exit the tomb by clipping through the.
He clipped through.
Boulder.
Jesus was under the truck in Viridian City, like where you. And all the kids on the playground were telling people about the cool.
Yeah.
Like, did you know if you do this, Jesus will show up?
He rose 3 days later at the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, it was 3 days later because of lag.
Yeah.
Lag. It's just like someone that had like a backlight for their Game Boy.
Yeah,
someone who is like in heaven. I don't know. That don't truck. Someone that bought the attachable Game Boy light. It don't pass the sniff test.
It don't hunt that like a kid that I don't want God to know about Legend of Zelda. I don't want God to know about Tetris.
On Octorok, huh? That's crazy.
Well, the Trinity was the original Triforce.
Yeah, thank you. He got it. He got it already.
Landed the plane.
Listeners at home, I was born and raised Catholic, and I may not go to mass. There may have been like over a decade of my life where I was not going to mass, and I might go to mass like very infrequently, but there's still very much a strong Catholic strain of my DNA, and so we're talking about Catholic stuff, and now I've got to like now I've got the Wikipedia page for Saint Rita of Cascia open. But I remember like
They
reading.
suck me out.
Yeah, I remember
No. I got that phrase all wrong. Never mind.
I
No one
remember
sucks me
reading
out.
that. I think it was Saint Rita of Cascia. Like went and prayed for 4 years of her life, and I'm just like, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice in today's society where we could just take 4 years of our job to go pray in the woods? Wouldn't that
Sounds
be nice?
sick.
I'd love a gap year. Like, just...
A gap year.
I want to go to a monastery, make some, like, wild liqueur. And can I not fuck or jerk off for that year? Fine.
Nope. Sorry.
Fine. I'll make that compromise. 1 year, but... Man, I get to hang out with just all these other people and just, like, have our little hobbies for a year. And I don't have to worry about phones or Twitter or, like, Wheel of Fortune. I don't have to worry about anything except the big one upstairs.
Rita of Cascia is often credited as being the unofficial patron saint of baseball due to a reference made to her in the 2002 film The Rookie.
The Rookie with Dennis Quaid. Dennis,
Yes.
a Disney Channel, or not a Disney Channel, a Disney sports movie about Dennis Quaid being a fast pitcher for an old man is like affecting Catholic dogma.
It says unofficial saint. It says unofficial patron saint.
Well, no, okay, because
But-
baseball's
patron
older
saint
than The Rookie.
The patron saint of the crack of the bat. Peanuts, get your peanuts. We need a saint who knows about the 7th inning stretch.
Well, okay, no, but that, speaking as the one not Catholic here,
I've never been Catholic, and do not accuse me of this. I am unblemished.
I never have I been or ever intend to be a Catholic. But I do respect, like, the whole saints thing, where just a random person who had their, like, skeleton taken out in, like, the 15th century can be the saint of, like, computers, gambling, rocks, and also, like, elm trees. And it's just those random things all together.
I can't remember what his name is, but there's a person who's a patron saint of comedians, and the reason is whenever he was martyred for his faith, he was burned alive. They threw him on hot coals, and at one point he allegedly said, like, "I'm done on this side, turn me over." And he became the patron saint of cooks, chefs, and comedians.
Yeah,
No. So Vern, I've got the wiki up. It's more than that. It's
the patron saint of brisket. The
Saint
patron
Lawrence.
saint of the brisket that you cook underground.
Yeah, no.
Saint Lawrence.
The patron saint of the rotisserie chicken of the Costco
We
chicken.
need one of those. That is honestly,
I need-
rotisserie chicken is one of the 5 tenets of society.
It's so important.
So
So Genesius of Rome, the patron saint of comedians, is more than that. He's also the patron saint of comedians, clowns, actors,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
also
talking about Saint
lawyers,
Lawrence.
barristers, people with epilepsy.
Hey, one for us, one
Hey,
for me.
we got one, folks.
We got one.
For the people who shield their eyes from
and
God's light because it would make them fast.
It would make them have a seizure. So I guess what I'm learning now is, as a saint, you can multi-class. You can
Sorry,
you
I
can
didn't
have a
get-
lot of points in baseball, but you can also multi-class into being the saint of
But-
the highway.
I didn't get
there's
the last
also
one, which is
multiple-
stenographers.
There's also
Which has
multiple.
nothing to do with this.
There's because Saint Lawrence is also you can have multiple patron saints of a thing.
Oh, St. Lawrence.
St. Lawrence is also a patron saint of comedians, and he's the one who got martyred and burnt.
As all comedians are.
Yeah, no.
He was like the speaker of truth.
Oh, so he was the one who said, "Rub me down." No, with like paprika, oregano, cumin.
I want a dry rub, a Texas barbecue. I want you to make a really dry form of barbecue that is 100% dependent on meat quality.
Yeah.
It's inedible if you are not on a high standard.
According to Wikipedia, St. Lawrence is the patron saint of barbecuers. So we got him.
Yes, we got grilling. Yes, patron saint of propane. All right, boys, very important question before we talk about whatever fucking movie we're here to discuss. All right, you the three, all of us, we're going to go off. We're going to go live our lives in a virtuous way that the Pope will like.
Yes.
What are we becoming the patron saint of? What are we what's your avenue?
Well, because I was born and raised Catholic, I have it instilled in my head that I'm unworthy of God's glory.
And I'm trying to uplift you, my brother. I'm trying to get you into the stratosphere. I'm trying to get you canonized.
Listen, that's what's nice about being Jewish. God's not supposed to love us. God's just there. There ain't no love in the equation.
What would I be the patron saint of?
Yeah, what are you becoming the patron saint of?
I think, well, first off, and this is a hypothetical, but IRL, I think you two are ineligible because you guys are not Catholic.
Yeah, no.
A hypothetical situation, we're starting now.
Listen, man,
we're starting here.
Hypothetical.
I'm not converting. I'm not getting the foreskin put back. I'm not.
No, they cut it off too.
Oh, they do. Why?
I don't know.
It
is in Bible. They put, the Jewish one first, and then they added a bunch.
Right. No, but you don't have a dog in that race. You don't got no covenant with that guy.
It's a raw dog in that race.
There's a new covenant. But there is. I'm circumcised. Just for instance.
Put it back.
It's just like a common.
Put it back.
It's a fairly common practice, especially on.
Well, no, but that's because Kellogg didn't want people jacking off as much. That's why we do it in America.
Well, it didn't stop me, baby.
They don't snip it over in the Eurozone.
Well, that's not really. That's not my problem. I'm just saying it's not exclusive. Is that what you're the patron saint of? Justin, snipping it, giving it a little snip.
I actually couldn't care less if anyone is snipped or dripped.
That penis is swagged up. That penis has that drip.
Penis got some swag. Wow, what an episode already.
Yeah, I think I could become the patron saint of chili as a concept. If barbecue is on the table, you know what I mean. I'm like, I think a nice slow cooked chili is under my light, is under my purview.
I feel like I'd be the patron saint of bad facts. Like, whatever the opposite of a fun fact is, like, things that are true that that your life is worth knowing.
I don't know, this is not saying that I'm particularly good at it. I'm just saying that
that's fine. The patron saint of barbecue was not good at barbecuing.
Yeah, he was not a grill master.
I want to be the patron saint of Adobe Premiere.
I was literally going to say the Adobe Creative Cloud. That was my joke suggestion to you.
I want to be I won't say all of Adobe Creative Cloud because I don't really understand like Audition or Illustrator. But I want to be the patron.
The people that made Audition don't understand Audition.
I want to be the patron saint of Adobe Premiere. I want to be the patron saint of using Adobe After Effects CC simple wire removal to remove dead pixels from your footage. I want to be that patron saint.
Just like the name of Israel, to work with Adobe is to wrestle with God.
Yeah, honestly. It's
So I'm doing Chile, and I'm gonna multi-class into role-playing games. I'm gonna be the patron saint of Chile and role-playing games.
Yeah, you can take role-playing games in Chile. I guess if I do want a multi-class now that you've brought that into the game.
I'm taking it from
part
Catholic
of it.
canon.
That's part of it.
I'm borrowing it from the church, baby.
You are. No, you're not doing anything that hasn't been done before. I do think loud talking has to be in my lexicon.
No, and I'm afraid you are kind of the Lord
I
Parent of that.
I am the patron saint of people you have to be a yard away from to have a conversation with.
Listen, buddy, when you're praying, God can hear you. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
God can hear you.
People socially distance from me not because I have COVID, but because I'll blow their eardrums out.
Justin, did you ever do high school theater?
1.5.
One and a half.
I
was just like, you just have the projection thing that is
his high school.
I've watched so many high school theater teachers just like, rubbing their temples raw, just being like, you need to speak up, with so many other people. Justin just does not have that problem. I didn't have that problem either, but I have nothing on the king, on the guy. Talking.
The king of, can you keep it down, please?
Hey. The king, hey! People are trying to sleep.
Hey!
How many times? How many times do I have to
I count the half because one quarter of that is me accidentally crashing callbacks because I didn't see the callback sheet and just burst into callbacks of Cabaret.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
No,
and you just happen to walk in the room singing a show tune.
No,
like, he's got the goods.
It was
he's got the gift.
It was actually even more embarrassing. The teacher told me during the callbacks to play the part of the old Jewish man of Cabaret, and I didn't get the part because I kept mispronouncing the Yiddish words.
Oh,
because I kept saying it like Mazel Tov.
Like Marvelous Mrs. Mazeltov?
Yeah, exactly.
That reminds me, when we were doing auditions for my short film, it didn't take. In the script, I wrote, "Am I right?" AMIRITE ? Which is, like, am I right? And there was one actor who got to the end of the sentence and said, Amarite? As if and that is the beautiful thing about actors. It's why I love them. They'll like, all right, this script has the word Amarite in it. Do I know what that means? I do not, but I must deliver it, and Amarite?
Well, that actor was booking gigs instead of being terminally online, Kevin.
Got me.
I remember.
Booked and busy is Amarite.
Because of that story, every time I see AMIRITE, I read it as Amarite.
Amarite?
You've caused
and that actor's name was Amy Rite.
Amy Rite. That's a very funny fake name. That's a very if you know that story, it's a very funny
it's
fake
a very
name.
funny fake name if you know a particular anecdote from my life. But I respect it. Just go Amarite. I love it. I respect it. And this is, of course, Movies for Babies. Your Movies for Babies episode.
Anyway,
4.
the other quarter of the half is I did props for Night Must Fall.
Night
murder
Must Fall.
Play. I don't know.
That sounds like a game that little gamer saint would play. Night Must Fall, coming to Xbox 360.
Yes, it's on Steam right now.
Yes.
Night Must Fall.
Night Must Fall. And they're rebooting Night Must Fall, but it's woke now.
Yeah.
It's woke now. But anyway, this is Movies for Babies.
This is kitties for babies.
Yeah, this is no, I'm not going to say that word. For babies. And
Vern's on the show, we can't say it.
Yeah, Vern is censoring me once again by wanting this show to be listenable. By wanting the show to be palatable.
You know from
Marketable.
every story I've ever told, from my entire everything about me, that I don't care about this being listenable. I just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
That's fair. That, you know what? That's honestly, that's so fair. That's the right balance to strike. You keep us in check, Vern.
Yes.
You know, you're the
Thank
level
you.
head of the.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's not good for us. That's not good
the
for
Movies
us.
for Babies crew.
No,
I think
Vern. It's fine. You keep the ship steady.
Oh no.
I think if this trio is the cast of It's Always Sunny, we are like straight men in different scenarios. Vern is the level head of Movies for Babies. I am the level head like on set, and Justin is the level head in like the grocery store, or if we take a road trip together or something.
In real life.
In real life. Justin will be like, "Hey guys, when are we scheduling the episode?"
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like, hey,
that
like, are
tracks.
we? When are we doing things? Like, what are we feeling? What do we need to get done today?
And that's such an important member of the group. And I think that member of any group, and this includes book club or friend group or whatever, and that friend is often like, nobody wants to hang out with me. I always have to schedule all the hangouts, but it's like, no, you're the glue. No one would be hanging out if you weren't doing this. They wouldn't exclude you. It just no one would hang out.
I'm the person on like the big trip who's asking, okay, when are we going to go to bed? Because we have a long day tomorrow.
Damn.
Yes.
And he's always right. We do have a long day tomorrow. And I'm having fun now, but it will make tomorrow worse if I keep going.
I don't want to have to
right.
get people out of bed at 10 a.m.
Fuck crack of dawn.
You should be at least up and on your phone. You don't have to be out of bed, but you should be
right.
up.
You can be slowly waking up while like looking at garbage on your phone.
Exactly.
As we all do.
While you're
As
getting
we
your
all do.
pre-day poisoning.
Starting on my day with a little poison.
Just a little bit of doom scrolling, just to take the edge off. Just a little, just to take the edge
Exactly.
off.
No, there's a little bit to put the edge on.
Oh, excuse me, yes.
It's like
It's a
an
little-
assassin that makes themselves immune to poison by just drinking a lot of poison over time. You know, it's like, listen,
Right.
to be immune to this, I gotta drink a little poison in the morning.
No, except I do that and I still get poisoned.
Oh, nah, baby, I'm fucking poison immune. I got an immunity to iocane powder, baby.
I'm just licking salamanders and like tropical toads left and right.
Yeah, I'm like Joaquin Phoenix in The Master, just like mixing up like Drano into cocktails.
Just to feel
I'm that far
something.
gone. I can look at any post on Twitter.com and I'm like, yeah, there's that post. It could be like, we need to give Hitler a second chance. And it's like a promoted tweet at the top of everyone's feeds. Elon Musk has retweeted it. And I'm it's another day in the poison mines. This is just what it's like here in the poison mines.
Ooh, poison I like.
I'm the little canary they lower down into the coal mine. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot of poison down here.
Guys, I
God,
was
come
just
down
in the mine, and yeah, there's poison.
Yeah. Uh-oh, there's poison right behind me, isn't there?
They poison now? Yeah.
They poison.
They poison now.
They didn't fly before. You gotta understand.
No.
Somehow.
No stormtrooper.
Somehow, Palpatine returned. Somehow. We don't
If
know
you
how.
were watching, if you thought you were watching,
He came back in Fortnite, and the little gamer saint would know. You know, that's who I would ask. I'd be like, why did Palpatine
When's
return?
he
Like,
getting into Fortnite?
the gamer saint?
Yeah.
Ooh, when will he be a skin that I can buy for $20 real?
Yeah, and if you believe in Christ, you'll never have low HP. You'll never have low mana. You know, it's just how it goes.
Christ has the season pass and every unlockable skin. Christ has so many V-Bucks you wouldn't
Tis the
believe.
reason for the season pass.
Well done, Von Chuli.
Oh, thank you.
Well done. So, Justin.
Yeah. Yes,
patron
Kevin?
saint of being very loud. What film did we watch?
Today, I thought it would be nice for us three to sit down and watch a little picture called Night on the Galactic Railroad.
Justin last month watched a movie about two thoughtless idiots on a long road trip, and he said, "Okay, we've gotta cut this. We've gotta improve upon this. Let's have a thoughtful road trip with two characters."
No, because my primary problem with Beavis and Butthead is that it wasn't slow and contemplative enough. I needed a movie with less happening.
Yeah, I really wanted to spend more time with Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
was my
criticism. I wanted a movie where we didn't cut away from Beavis and Butthead the whole time, and they barely leave the bus. I needed a movie that was 80% sitting.
It's a sitting film. It's a real, not since My Dinner with Andre has there been a film so committed to sitting.
Yeah.
Listen, and that's what makes it great. They're sitting, you're sitting, watching
That's
them
so true.
sit.
They're just like me, for real.
It
On the
really
Galactic
makes you
train.
feel like you're on the Galactic Train.
It sure does. But yes, this is Night on the Galactic Train, a
Right.
Japanese animated
A
film.
Japanese animated film from, I believe, 1985, 1986.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's correct. It stars two Italian cats who
Yes.
go on a magical train voyage through the stars. I can think of no other way to explain
Yeah,
it.
no, that's it.
Where are they going? What are the rules of the train? These are questions
They go
left
from
unanswered
one
in the film.
end of the Milky Way to the other.
It looks like a big, it's like a big milk bowl, like a cat would drink.
Yeah,
from, you see.
yum, yum, yum.
Yum, meow, meow, meow. And that's it. It's kind of just like small incidental, not even adventures. They were really just like, here's somebody. Let's talk to him for a while.
Yeah.
And we learn a little something about this guy they're talking to. And then we just go back. Train keeps going,
Yeah. Well, no,
The
like
train stops for no one.
there is like there is quite a bit that goes on at the very beginning.
Right.
For the first like 20 minutes or so, like we don't
It's
actually
like a full half hour before they get
before
on
we
the
get
Galactic
to
train.
the train. Most
And
of the beginning,
I admit, I had a little bit of a when are they going to get to the fireworks factory kind of relationship with the first 30 minutes of this movie.
Which is
not that I
fair.
thought it was bad, but I'm like, where's that train? Heard a lot about this train.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
can't say it. Train's late.
We
Oh,
like
tell me about
trains, and so like we were promised trains, and
Yeah.
it was a thing where like we heard train and we just could not wait for
Yeah.
it. We were just sitting there. A watched pot never boils.
No,
A watched train depot never has a train arrive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A watch train never
Yeah.
arrives.
I mean, you're talking to a real New Yorker. I know all about trains not arriving when you want them to. I live that life.
But I will say that the first like 30 trainless minutes, as agonizing as they may be for having no train in it, are very good for setting up sort of tone and atmosphere and kind of setting
Yes.
up theme
Totally.
for when the train does in fact arrive. And
Absolutely.
folks, this movie I would ultimately call a meditation.
Yes.
It's like this is not if you're hoping for a rollicking adventure of two young cat boys taking a trip across the stars, you're not gonna get you're getting that on paper, and you don't get more than that. It's more about being in fact on a trip across the stars and seeing wondrous sights and meeting people on wondrous voyages of their own. And what does that mean? What does it mean to go through life? What does it mean to reach the end to really meet the ultimate destination of life?
Absolutely.
And
It
how do you look
feels-
back on the trip you've taken?
100%. Not to be the guy that watches his second movie after Boss Baby and getting a lot of Boss Baby vibes from this. But this movie is Miyazaki-esque. This movie is especially like Spirited Away or A Boy and the Heron, like that Miyazaki of like a lot of things are happening. There's not really any rules, like an American animated movie of this same premise. Like the cats would be voiced by like celebrities, like one of them would be like Jacob Tremblay, and there would be a lot of rules for the train. It was like the train can't whistle 3 times, or that's how you know we're getting thrown off the train. Like there would be a lot of there's no rules here.
No, there's it's just, because there's a difference between plot and story, and I think that's kind of 100%. The perfect example of that. Like if the if the Gaijin did Night on the Galactic Railroad, it would be there'd be all these rules. There'd be like a wacky alien conductor. Also the kids would be human. They would not be cats. They would be normal boys.
There would be 5 characters voiced by Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's the thing, is this movie already exists in America, and it's Polar Express.
It's called the Polar Express, and they added a lot lot of rules to the Polar Express when they made it into a full-length movie. There's a lot of like, what? But I don't know. It's very quiet. It's very, I don't say slow in a derogatory way, but slow also implies that it's going somewhere, and it's not really. It's just like, it's a languorous film. It just goes at its own pace. Not really going anywhere in particular. It's kind of it's a scenic ride on a train as opposed to a ride of like, I gotta get to work. You're like, oh, I just kind of want to get on the train and look out the window for a while.
This isn't a movie where you leave Salt Lake City at 4:15 a.m. and another train is arriving, is on track from St. Louis at 6:15 p.m. And where will you two trains clash on the same track?
Yes, exactly. It's really like, this film is analogous to the experience of like, if you've ever been on an airplane or a train, and I'm not talking about like a subway train, like an above ground train. If you've ever been on one of those and you're like, I'm gonna kind of raw dog it this time. Like, I'm not gonna watch a bunch of movies or read. I'm just gonna kind of like look out the window and I'll think about my life, and I'll think about like my past and my future, and I'll overhear conversations from people around me, and that will get me thinking about stuff. Like, that's what it feels like. And that, if you've ever done that, can be a very nice experience.
It is. You're taking the world as it is.
Yes, as opposed to my little phone. That said, when I'm flying out to Salt Lake City in a week, I'm going to watch 2 movies on the plane, as is tradition. I will not be raw dogging that flight.
Well, that's because insane people are on planes, and if you listen to the conversations around you on a plane, you'll go cuckoo.
You also can't raw dog on the Galactic Railroad because there's only cats and people.
Yeah, that's so true.
Not a hound to be seen.
So instead of raw dogging the flight, I'm gonna watch like the weird French New Wave movies that Delta has, and I'm like, this is as the director intended. I'm gonna watch Umbrellas and Cherbourg on the back of this.
Oh boy, Alphaville.
Yeah, I'm really gonna take this one in.
Un chien andalou? Yes, please.
The people
Kevin
around
has
there
to
be like, the fuck is going on? They're throwing me off the plane. I'm watching
the
Un
pilot's
Chien Andalou.
the pilot's message is interrupting Kevin's viewing of Weekend by Jean-Luc Godard.
No movie can't be improved by being interrupted every 20 or 30 minutes by someone going, this is your captain speaking. I did, on my nightmare set of flights in the last few weeks, I did have one pilot, because we all know the pilot voice. It's, this is your captain speaking.
It's Obama voice.
It's Obama. Let me be clear. I'm flying the plane. But I had one pilot who sounded like so nervous. It was like, oh, God, okay, we're gonna be taking off. We might hit a little turbulence, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die on this plane because fucking someone who's shaking. The pilot's picking up water and it's just like flying all over. I don't know how to fly this thing, but they're making me do it anyway.
He won a contest, and the prize was he got to fly a plane.
Where's St. Louis? Does anybody know? Does anyone know?
I'm sorry, this is my first day.
The pilot on the previous flight became ill, and they pulled that guy from the back, and he just never left the cockpit, and he's just stuck there now.
He's an understudy.
He's an understudy for the pilot.
But he didn't learn all the lines.
No.
He did a bad job.
Tonight, the role of Captain Phillips will be played by Steve.
And Steve is so scared.
Oh, God. Oh.
It's like a noise is off when they keep like shoving the stage manager in to
Yeah.
like take place for different actors. And he's like, so he's like holding nails because he was like fixing the fucking plane. And he's like, I guess, okay.
Make sure to put your tables down. No, damn it!
No, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh. They're
gonna be so bad.
Pilots have the same like line of succession as like the president, so like if the pilot dies then there's a guy who takes over, but like all the pilots are dead, so they're getting like the guys that hurl your luggage into the bottom of the plane. So that guy's up there.
Yeah, they've got the in-flight crew in the cockpit is like one of the luggage guys, someone who works the counter at like the Starbucks in the airport. It's funny how it works out.
Yeah, but that's how it works. That's how the airlines work.
I'm sorry. Everyone else in the airport is dead. The only person to fly the plane is the person who only tells you your flights are canceled. Does not tell you they're rescheduled or you're getting a new one. They only tell you you're not flying.
A person I have become intimately familiar with.
Kevin knows this person.
I know that guy personally. I know every guy who tells you your flight is canceled in the Western Hemisphere.
Kevin, how do you feel about, like, you get on an airplane and you see that guy and he's in the pilot uniform? How do you turn around? Do you say, you know what? I made this flight. It's not canceled, but I'm going to turn around. What do you do?
Vern, that's exactly right. I'm at a point with airplanes. I've had 4 canceled flights and 2 delayed flights in the last 3 weeks.
That's illegal.
If I am on the plane, I'm like, here we are. Here we go, baby.
You're going to have to drag me off.
We're on the tarmac, baby. Let's go.
Kevin would like he'd be boarding a plane and see that the pilot is like Mohammed Atta, and he'd be like, it's fine.
Yeah, I'd be boarding the plane from the movie Air Force One, that's about to be taken over by terrorists, and I'm like, sounds good, as long as
it's
we're
all
in
good.
the
It's all
air.
good. It's all good.
As long as
What's
I'd
that?
be boarding Con Air from Con Air.
Oh, what's that? The stewardess, the flight attendant is Osama bin Laden. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. We're flying, baby.
We're flying. Oh my god.
We're flying.
We're in the air.
I'm on the tarmac, I'm reading my book. I'm gonna get 200 pages read on this flight, baby. Like, I don't care. Drive us into the eye of the storm. Fuck it. What do I care? I'm in the sky.
Who cares?
As long as we're up. Who cares?
Justin.
Yeah, Vern, what was your watching experience of Night on the Galactic Railroad?
Well, before that, I'm super curious. I got to know, like, how did you come across this movie? How did this movie enter your life?
Oh, this movie had been on my radar for a couple years now. This was something that this is a movie that I'd known about for a little while that I'd wanted to do on this show for a couple years, and I don't know, like, before it just never really felt right. I'd floated a couple times, didn't really get bites. Then 2024 hit, and the year the train pulled into the station.
Choo-choo.
Chugga chugga. And as soon as I got Lil Abner out of my system, and I had to get that out. Like, listen, that was
exercise him.
I had to process all the Yokumberry tonic that was pumping through my system.
Your mother chases men in hell.
But as soon as as soon as the fog cleared, I knew this was just the time to do it. cannot say, like, this is a movie that I remember seeing trailers for on, like, anime tapes as a kid.
Okay.
But it had like 90s VHS
Yeah.
like voiceover guy voice, and it was like, explore a magic journey.
No. 90s anime didn't have that luxury. It was just playing clips.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then I kind of got another shot in the arm of getting excited to watch it by the YouTuber Kaiser Beams, who does a very, very good review show about sort of vintage anime. And by vintage, we're talking between, like, the early aughts to... listen, Kevin, take it down. I'm sorry, Kevin. It's been 20 years. We have to move on, but between early aughts up through like up to like the 70s,
We're exploring
into the
ancient
60s.
media from the year 2005, and you might as well just fucking end it here.
I don't like it anymore. But we were doing Remember the 2000s as soon as 2011 happened. Like, we're not immune. And they did a very, very good video on it that got me very excited and very interested in it. And I don't know, the opportunity rose, and the opportunity was taken.
Gotcha. I was just curious, like, while watching it, I was just like, I wonder if this is like a pet shop. I wonder if this is something that, like, Justin grew up with, and gotcha. Okay.
No. Some some things are legitimately like Dinotopia or Pet Shop that are genuine Justin esoterica. But a lot of stuff is stuff that I've found relatively recently that I that I wanted to show you guys, like Lil Abner.
Gotcha.
Or Not on the Galactic Railroad.
CHOO-CHOO.
CHOO-CHOO. Gotcha. Well, thank you for answering that.
Of course.
So my viewing experience, I watched this movie with my wife. Remember that?
Bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this movie with my wife. I got very excited very early on whenever I saw that the composer for this movie was, and I'm going to mispronounce his name, and I'm sorry, Harumi Hosono. He was a member of a Japanese band called Yellow Magic Orchestra. I'm not super familiar with them, but I'm familiar with his solo work.
Ooh.
I'm just, becoming a fan of, like, city pop and all the, like, I just found him one day. Big fan of his work. I unfortunately, because in the words of Chris Farley, I don't speak Japanese. I can't say, like, this song is great, that song is great. But it's so I can't say specific songs other than the one. It's called, I don't know what its actual title is because it's a Japanese title, but he says, I'll be a good sport, I'll be your sportsman. I think it's called, maybe the Japanese title is Sportsman. But anyway, I'm a big fan of his music, and so I got very excited whenever I saw his name pop up in the credits as a composer. So that right away had me lean in. Fun movie trivia. Fun fact that will become fun as we discuss this movie. Apparently, according to Wikipedia, Harumi Hosono's grandfather was the only Japanese person on board of the Titanic, and he survived the Titanic.
Whoa.
And which is very interesting considering this movie.
Exactly. So I got very excited whenever I saw Hiromu Hosono's name pop up. Also, fun fact for listeners of this program. I think on an earlier episode of Here's Something, I talked briefly about my friends in Tomper, and they name drop Harumi Hosono's name in their song Cruise Control. But anyway, I got very excited about that. Kind of early on, I realized, this is a very very meditative movie. It's something that as of right now, I think we're 24 hours away from whenever my wife and I started watching the movie. And as time has gone on, as these last 24 hours have gone on, my appreciation and my fondness for the movie has grown and grown. I was really taken by it for reasons I'll get into later maybe. It's a very, as we said, meditative, very slow moving, not slow moving as like, this is fucking boring, but like just slow moving in terms of like pacing, in terms of it's a more thoughtful adventure, as it's an adventure through the mind as opposed to the adventure through the body,
an adventure through the spirit,
it's and I think there's a lot of just like thoughtfulness and quietness in it. Like it's animated, but a lot of the animation is just very subtle. Things moving but barely.
They're more like tableaus.
Yeah, exactly. It's something that as I said, the more I think about it, the more I enjoy it. And I was also just one of the things I was thinking about a lot while watching it. I was very struck with the and we'll get more into this, I'm sure, but the Christian iconography in the movie. And I thought that was fascinating because I'm not super into anime. I've not watched a whole lot of stuff. But one of the anime things that I have been into and have watched a lot of was Evangelion, another thing that has a lot of like Christian iconography. And it's Evangelion, this is not spoilers or anything, but there's a lot of Christian iconography in Evangelion. And like if you talk to anyone who like worked on that show, they're like, oh yeah, we put it in because we thought it looked cool. We put it in because we thought it sounded cool. And I just so whenever I started seeing this Christian iconography stuff like come up, I started thinking like, oh, this is just going to be an Evangelion thing. They like the visual of this like blue neon cross. And then I get deeper into the movie. I'm like, oh no, this is just like, I don't want to say like a faith-based film, but this movie deals very heavily with like faith. And I just thought that was fascinating.
Which is, and the Christian iconography in the movie is especially interesting considering that the book that this movie is based on was written by a very dedicated Buddhist.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Checks out.
Yeah. No. I think this movie...
Makes sense.
Christianity exists in Japan. The shogunate at one point had to put down a Catholic rebellion.
This movie is really a companion piece to Martin Scorsese's Silence. They really work best sort of as a duology. Or to the FX series Shogun. This is very similar to Shogun. I gotta say, when we were, I don't know, maybe about an hour into this movie, and the train passes by a huge glowing cross of Jesus.
Not of Jesus,
laughed.
just a cross.
Of course, a glowing cross. What else is it for? Right, it's a cross for all the other people that died on crosses. I laughed for about 2 minutes. I, alone in my apartment, when the cats go by a gigantic crucifix that's like surrounded by clouds and heavenly light, I could not contain myself. I did not see that coming. Really? Fucking knocked the fucking kneecaps out from under me. I was like, whoa, shit. Oh, my God. And then it happens again. The same thing. These cats love the Lord. These cats love Jesus. I got some movie trivia. Apparently, all of the written language in this movie is Esperanto.
Correct.
The failed universal language.
The author was very passionate about Esperanto and like incorporating it into his own life. And so the filmmakers wanted to honor that by putting all the language into Esperanto.
I mean, I think that rocks.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
No, it's very
but
cool.
just,
And
you don't see a lot of Esperanto these days.
No.
The Esperanto community is dying.
There's actually a whole
the
hostel
Esperanto
system.
fandom. We need you.
No, there's actually a whole hostel system for Esperanto speakers in order to where people will let you stay at their houses for free as long as you only speak Esperanto while you're staying there.
Good.
That's great.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I do think the Esperanto in here kind of helps lend towards the kind of the universality that I think this movie kind of tries to strive for. Yes, it uses Christian imagery. From the cross to people bringing up to passengers in the train talking about God, to
praying the rosary or singing "Closer, My God, to Thee,"
but that's a reference to the Titanic.
Well, fair enough.
But I think there's a meaningful. The fact that is brought up, I think, is meaningful, and
He's still singing it. Exactly. It could have been another song.
That
but it was
the
this one.
end of the line is at the Southern Cross, which is the constellation Crux at the southern end of the Milky Way. Nevertheless, actual Christianity doesn't come up. People talk about God, but not in a specifically Christian sense.
It's very
Christianity is at most implied or in the background, never really brought forward, and never presented as anything definitive.
It's very I'm not trying to make fun or demean or whatever, but it's kind of like a lot of the references to Christianity and the iconography is kind of like in a pill pocket, so you don't super notice it.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to not notice the giant glowing cross they move.
There's that, obviously, but I learned recently, and by recently I mean earlier today, that apparently the piece of music that's playing during that is a Mormon hymn. If I could hide a kolob, and you know what I mean. It's if
the Mormon planet.
If you weren't born and raised in that faith, you wouldn't recognize it. And it just sounds like angelic music dot wave. You know what I mean? It's there's some more discrete references on top of the more oblique obvious ones, I guess.
I do think, if anything, the Mormon hymn is more appropriate because Mormonism does frame God being in space,
a celestial being.
Yes, exactly.
Well, and also
the Mormon part of the Mormon afterlife is you basically become an extension of God on another planet.
I have several friends that are members of that community, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know a whole lot, at least. So I can't.
Well, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Can't confirm nor deny these allegations.
Not allegations. Simply discussing the tenets of a particular. We play kind of fast and loose, making fun of stuff here.
Yeah.
But I'll go after the Catholics way worse than I'll go after the Mormons. You know what I mean? Those guys have it coming.
I don't know. Also, you mentioned Esperanto, and just because I know this, movie trivia. There's some movie, I can't remember the name of it, with William Shatner in it, and the movie is done in Esperanto.
Yeah,
because at the time that was made, there were more people speaking. the most spoken language was Esperanto, but the thing was like everything was so like spread, like the people that spoke it were so spread out
Right.
that, like it wasn't able to like like dominate a market.
No, because Esperanto as a language is purely theoretical. It draws from language conventions that seemed the most to create the most theoretically practical language.
Right. It was never like there was never a country that spoke Esperanto
it's not
as like their primary tongue.
Exactly. It's not tied to any culture or location or lineage or anything.
Right. It's meant to be a universal language. It just like requires other people to be using the same universal language. That requires them to learn it. Will like the Duolingo owl teach me Esperanto?
I kind of hope so.
I hope so.
Duolingo.
I gotta ask the owl.
Esperanto. I think you can. You can learn Esperanto on Duolingo.
Oh, that rocks. Yeah, I'm not gonna learn fucking Spanish or Mandarin. I'm gonna learn Esperanto.
No.
Do it.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
And I'm gonna be just as insufferable.
Will be done
SLC4 will be done entirely
in Esperanto.
I like the challenge of it. Yeah, because we'll have like one good zero budget comedy special, and so what we need to do for the second one is alienate everyone.
No, you don't understand. We haven't put off enough people with our creative endeavors.
Yeah, because we hate having listeners, we hate having fans. That's why we've never, on this podcast done a Disney movie, for instance. Like a Pixar
what do we
movie.
have to say about them?
Listen, I got thoughts about Stitch. I have many thoughts about Stitch.
Then pick it!
Yeah, well, I don't have a way to watch it at present. But, whenever they drop Andor Season 2 and Kevin has Disney Plus for a while, we'll do Lilo and Stitch. You heard it here first, folks.
He's calling the shot!
I got thoughts about that little guy. But anyway, Esperanto.
What a language.
Get into it. I'm going to make it happen. Yeah. I could trick TikTok into learning Esperanto, I think. I think if I got on there and just did what everyone does on TikToks, which is talk out of your ass about things you know nothing about.
Right.
I could trick TikTok teens into learning Esperanto.
Well, you could do, like, thirst trap videos where, like, in English you say, I love you. But in Esperanto, to say I love you means a friend of many mountains. Or whatever the friend fucking means in Esperanto.
That's a good idea. Well, Google Translate lets me do Esperanto.
Yeah, no, do like... Try, that's what we gotta do. We gotta make Esperanto seem sexy. We
gotta catch up, yeah.
We've gotta make Esperanto...
Google Translate will do Esperanto.
We have to make Esperanto look like it belongs on a Harlequin romance cover.
Mi amas vin is Esperanto for I love you.
That sounds pretty.
Sure. Mi amas vin.
Mi amas vin.
Mi amas vin. You know what? Vern, mi amas vin.
Aww.
Justin, mi amas vin.
Oh, mi amas vin to you too, Kevin. How do you say Kevin in Esperanto?
I believe it's Kevin. Manju mian azanan. Eat my ass in Esperanto.
We've taken this touching, quiet, meditative film and let's figure out how we can say cuss words in this language.
Hey, listen, boys, manju mian pantalonon.
Okay, I know that's eat my something. Eat my balls?
Eat my shorts.
No, Bart! Don't have a cow, man. Ne havas bovinon. Esperanto Bart say, ne havas bovinon.
Ne metu ek fingeron, sur mian buter fingeron.
How do you say We are getting canceled for this episode in Esperanto.
Why? Who, the Esperanto community?
I don't know.
What, all four of them?
No race group owns the Esperanto.
I
know. Oh, well, now our challenge is to actually get canceled by the Esperanto community.
No.
Which means we have to grow the community first. Then alienate it.
Yes, we have to.
So then we have to do the special in it.
We have to do the special. I'm sorry. We have to do the Esperanto special. Sorry.
Anyway, so I can land this train. What does the train mean to you two? What does this movie mean to you guys? This movie touches on a lot of themes, presents a lot of thoughts and perspectives, and what did it make both of you two feel?
Kevin, you go first.
Sure. Well, maybe this sounds pretentious or stupid, but I think the train is life. I think it's a linear progression from one end to another with little detours and the people you meet along the way. Mm-hmm. You know, you meet a guy who loves catching storks and turning them into candy, you know, and that's just a guy. He's my favorite guy. That's my favorite guy in the whole piece. And that's what it is all about. And much like real life, Night on the Galactic Railroad means what you think it means. Whatever value you put into it is the value that you can take out of it.
Yeah.
And much like real life, there's fucking Catholics everywhere.
Oh, shit. Whoa. You started out so like genteel and nice, and you became a hateful asshole at the end there.
Classic. Keep you on your toes.
This is the sounds of me putting my thoughts together.
It's okay.
So an hour and 11 minutes into this maybe hateful podcast.
It's not hate. We're cutting out the most hateful parts.
Okay. I think the short version of this movie is that I was touched by it. I think the long version of this movie, or the long version of my thoughts, and I'm
roll them out
bear with me as I try to parse my thoughts through no fault of my own. I became kind of a weird guy. If the person I was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago met the person I am now, the moment the moment that meeting ended, the person I was 10 years ago, 15 minutes ago would have like made fun of me relentlessly. I would have been a character on Puffin. I would have been made fun of relentlessly. But the reason is, there was a year where I lost someone who I was once really close with, like in a tragedy. Spoilers for Night of the Galactic Railroad, something that also happens in this movie.
Yeah.
I lost someone who I was once very close with, and similar to the main character of this movie, it happened in a year where like my mom became very sick, and so like I was suddenly just like found myself just like wrestling with and dealing with just just something that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Mm-hmm. And in my efforts to try to make sense of it, I'm like, I'll make a movie. and didn't work. But something. Just the things that went down that 1 year of my life just like did not make any sense to me. And still to this day, like over a decade later, it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And the only way I'm able to make sense of it is by just like embracing and leaning into these other things that don't make sense. I've become like someone like who's become a spiritual person. Like, I'm saying it like I've got a like a crystal charging on the windowsill right now.
Oh.
And that's, and that's something that like, again, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I'd be like, okay, whatever. It's a thing where just like sometimes the only thing you can make sense out of nonsense is just by leaning into the nonsense. And so to me, the train was just something just like some sort of like vessel for like a spiritual journey, some sort of vessel for a journey towards like trying to find meaning and trying to find understanding. That's that's kind of what I got from it. Like, it's something like a couple of years ago, and I don't talk about, this is all stuff I don't talk about a lot, and especially I don't usually talk about on the internet because I worry that it makes me sound like a completely insane person. But then I look back at my life and I go, well, I was insane before I went insane, turns out. But it's just a thing where, like, I don't know. I just think that there's things that make logical sense, and there's things that make emotional sense, and sometimes the only way to make sense of the illogical is to make emotional sense out of it. And sometimes you just have to become a guy who, like, whenever they're feeling anxious, carries crystals in their pockets, or consults mediums, or like, quote unquote, listens and watches for signs or whatever. I don't know, and it's I don't know. There's in a previous lifetime, it looking up at the stars at night, like, didn't really do anything, but now, like, I find like a resonance in looking out my windows and looking up at the stars at nighttime. And I don't know, it's a thing where I think anyone who thinks they understand what's happening in this world is lying. And I think the only way to make sense of it is to make your own sense of it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's just, to me, I just, I saw it as some sort of, I saw this train, I saw this movie as some sort of journey towards spirituality, the journey towards just this great unknown, the great unknown that exists in this world, and not the great unknown that exists, like, when we pass away. I don't know. It's and this is all stuff that I never thought I'd like talk about on a Movies for Babies.
No.
But here we are.
I mean, that's kind of why I picked this movie, is so we could talk about something kind of like that.
I don't know. It's
because that's what the movie's about. It is about, as Kevin said, is like just trying to make sense of the world, of this ultimately impossible to fathom world that is infinitely bigger and more complicated than you will ever be able to understand. And so,
and the cosmos, forget about it.
Yeah. Like, listen, you think it's a long trip to the chemists? That's just peanuts to space.
Good reference.
Thank you. And what I love about this movie is it shows how people can make sense of. The stork catcher has a livelihood and all he cares about is, like, man, I just get to eat Man, I wake up catching storks, and I go to bed catching storks. And that's just the happiest life I can live.
Stay catching storks, absolutely.
There's the teacher studying the literal, like, bones of reality. Studying.
What's that sick?
Which is so cool, like when they go to the train station and there's just infinitely huge bones.
Yeah.
And
you see a bone that big and you're like, I can't really think about that. I'm not really gonna be well if I start thinking about how big those bones are.
And the teacher and like the school teacher finds meaning studying like the material world and like understanding history and his place in it. Campanella is just happy that he got to, like, you know, dedicate his life, like, got to give his life to another and ensure that, like, you know, another life is willing to give up his life to save people. While the Titanic survivors are just happy to put their faith in a higher power and die together rather than strive for survival. People accept people accept the lives they feel they have been given, or use their lives to find meaning in that. And again, for a fucking movie for children, like, this is meant for, like, you know, this movie is meant for 8-year-olds. I think the way it does that and the way it presents just a handful of ways of looking at the world that everyone is completely free to reject and form their own is, I think, really cool. And I think the way it accomplishes that is very successful.
You were talking about the bones,
yeah,
and as we all know, like, the bones are their money, but also I remember, you know, I was watching this movie with my wife, and they do this very cool thing where they don't have like the full on reveal that these are bones until like that part of the movie is over. When this sequence is ending and they're moving on, that's when they have the full-on establishing shot of like where you can, because you know all the bone structure and everything and the scene leading up to it is all just like out of focus background stuff.
Yes,
and it's something of just like, it's only after we've spent some time with something and made an effort to communicate with the other beings around it that we're able to make sense of it. And I think that's just so much of you know, kind of the journey that we're on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of just like there's been so many times where I've just been feeling some sort of way and knowing I'm feeling some sort of way, but not knowing what it is I felt and not knowing why I felt the way I felt. And the only way I was able to like finally understand, like, oh, this is what I was feeling. This is how I was made to feel. This is how this happened. This is how that felt. Was by like staying with it for a long time and talking through it.
Yes.
And so like, it's a thing where like part of me feels like, well, this is way too heady for a kid's movie, but also these concepts are too heady for adults. These concepts are too heady for like 90-year-olds, 100-year-olds, because like it's all just so, you know, it's all so mysterious and you know, out there, and I don't know. But there's just so like there's so many things that occur in this movie, like the herons, like the Titanic stuff, where you're just like, you don't put it together what's happening until you've stayed with it for a long time. And that was something that I enjoyed.
Well, that's growing up. Like,
this is true.
That's
growing up.
Kids kids are laughing and like, crawling up trees and, catching, I don't know, crawdads by the creek and whatnot. But they still have like a sense of the profound. They still feel like, hell, part of being a kid is feeling the vastness and incomprehensibility of the world. You just haven't built like internal structures and ways of understanding it and putting it into perspective. That's what growing up is finally putting things into perspective and making a sense of the world that you can then navigate it with. But for some people, and like for a lot of people, they just throw together a ramshackle structure that often doesn't work, falls apart as soon as you fucking burp at it. And they'll just go on their way, and other people will spend entire lives fine-tuning a structure that barely has gotten off the ground because they're trying to make it support reality. which is almost a fool's errand, but one that is.
You need good bones to hold up all of reality.
You need
got to be some pretty strong.
You need a solid foundation. You need a good contractor to get some.
Yeah, to support the cosmos themselves.
Exactly. This is a load-bearing philosophy.
Absolutely. I would like to apologize to the Catholic community. Y'all know what you did, but that didn't mean that you don't need to be catching strays from me. You can live in peace.
Well,
I just wanted to say that.
I think too, like, one of the things that, whether it's true or not, it's something that's brought me a lot of peace and a lot of comfort, is just like, we're doing this hope, this idea, this like prayer that like we're doing the best that we can with the tools that we have at our disposal.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
Like, and it's just
we're all just looking to make sense of this shit.
Yeah, man.
This stuff that's so hard to understand, and the good stuff and the bad stuff. You're like, how do I make sense of this? And
they got an apple. They take it apart, but it's still the same apple. Man, what the fuck is going on, man?
What the hell?
When's he gonna get his otter skin coat?
It was one boat, and then they replaced all the wood. Is it like the same boat? I don't know.
What noise does the tree make? I wasn't there. I don't know what it sounded like.
How am I supposed to know that? I wasn't around.
I was really kind of struck by all the cross dissolves that happen in this movie. There's a lot of like scene transitions that are a cross dissolve from one scene to the next. There's a lot of just like a character is talking, and then we're done with that character for the time being, and they cross dissolve out. And like in editing live action footage, a cross dissolve is super easy. I'm sure in animation it's a different it's a different thing. But with that, I just thought like there was something there about just like that in a way that is kind of like how life is sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're not in a whatever environment, or if we're not around whatever people and they're not in our direct line of vision, they do just like cross dissolve away or fade away.
Well, cross dissolves are a like classic filmmaking tool to establish a sort of dream-like atmosphere where there is no like hard cuts of like clarity of like focus here. Instead, things literally blur together.
And it's also something like cross dissolves in the language of filmmaking, like show the passage of time. You know what I mean? And so and
there ain't no hard cuts in life.
There ain't no hard cuts in life, and I that's one of the tenets of dreams is like after this movie, my wife and I, we were talking about dreams we had earlier that day, and she was telling me about a dream she had, and I think like her telling me about this dream was like maybe like half an hour because it was like so packed with like information. And then I told her about a dream I had, and I was like, I can't remember who was there. I can't remember where I was at. I can't remember.
But it stressed me out.
But it stressed me out. You know what I mean? And like that's a tenet of dream stuff. Is this is like confusing passage of time and not knowing, knowing how long things are going or not going or whatever it might be. And so I think like to employ that in the language that this film is speaking, I thought was really cool and really fascinating. I don't know, it's something that like I'm probably going to be thinking about this movie for a while, and it's probably something I'm going to revisit in a while. It reminded me of a movie that I've been tossing around selecting for this podcast for a while
Pick
now.
it.
But I don't know. It's I think Kevin said this earlier of just like there's just some things that like, and I really love when movies do this, and when art does this, where like it can mean something very strongly to one person and mean something different to someone else. And there's enough information there in the material, in the bones, as it were, that both people's perspectives like make sense.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about elephants earlier. I don't know if this was on the pod or off the pod, but like that story with the six blind men with the elephant or whatever.
Yeah.
Like from all their perspectives, it all made sense, but because of the information they were working with, and I don't know.
Absolutely. But in conclusion and in summary, CHOO-CHOO.
CHOO-CHOO.
Sort of last question. Did you boys watch the sub or the dub?
Thank you so much for asking, Justin. I watched a YouTube video entitled Night on the Galactic Railroad, parentheses English dub, parentheses 1080p. So, of course, it was in the Japanese language with English subtitles.
Of course.
And then it started, and I heard some Japanese. I'm like, well, maybe they left that in, or like that was it was over the production cards.
No,
I'm
they
like,
mislabeled it.
Maybe that's just like their Gracie Films Shush or Sit Boo Boo Sit Good Dog. Maybe that's. And then they kept talking in Japanese, and I said, oh, the title of this video is wrong. This is a Japanese.
They lied.
They uploaded the wrong one.
I put on those closed captions. It was all good, brother.
Yeah.
I also watched this movie subtitled. We watched it on Crunchyroll.com.
Oh, the People's Anime channel.
Or rather, the Crunchyroll app on Nintendo Switch. That was how it was available there. Was subtitled.
Per my general movies for babies rule, I watched this movie twice. Once subbed, once dubbed, and a movie trivia. The English dub of this movie, in the English dub of the movie, the main character Giovanni is voiced by Veronica Taylor, who also voiced Ash Ketchum.
We gotta get on the galactic train! Pikachu!
Oh, Pikachu, I hope you don't die.
Night on the SS Anne.
Pikachu, do you believe in the Christ? Do you believe in the risen Christ, Pikachu?
Have you taken the rare sacrament, Pikachu? You'll level up.
Pikachu, use communion. Pikachu. Oh, Pikachu's getting confirmed, and it's like, dude.
We can do all things through him who HM strengthens us.
HM strengthens us.
We can do all things through him through the HM is short for him.
Hey, that's why it's in caps.
That's why it's in caps.
That's why it's in caps. Before we segue on, Vern, you had a story.
Oh,
that you wanted to tell?
yeah, I had a little something for you guys.
Oh boy,
here's something.
a little something, something
moose
a lot
boosh.
lighter than what we have been talking about. As I mentioned earlier, I watched this movie with my wife, and
Brag.
as
His wife.
as you humble brag, as you may or may not know, my wife has a doctorate, and as you may or may not know, whenever I'm going through a situation and I need some guidance, or I don't understand what's going on, or I just need a little bit of advice, the first person I talk to is my wife. And with that, I thought I would share with you guys a little segment that I guess I'm calling Going to the Doctor for a Second Opinion. That's right. I had my wife play the presidential draft, and Mike Judge not let me be Mike Judge.
What? Oh, she caught up?
And I got her results.
Oh
for
my
both,
God. This is so important.
for the presidential draft and for Mike Judge Mike Judge not let you be Mike Judge.
All right, Kevin.
Justin.
Kevin, you got to go back and edit her into all the old
Edit her in.
episodes.
No, she was here the whole time.
And oh gosh, that water went down the wrong pipe.
Oh, wrong pipe.
And so I had my wife play both these games, and her answers may not, like, because I remember with Kevin's presidential draft, like, if someone picked this person, someone else couldn't pick this person. And I couldn't remember who Kevin picked or Justin picked. And so in spirit of the Supreme Court, in the spirit of presidential draft, I let my wife make executive decisions. And the idea I had was that my wife bought the house that we live in. The house always wins. So if any of my wife's choices don't congeal with the rules of those other two games, they do. Do you guys have a preference? Which one do you like to hear first? Mike Judge not let you be Mike Judged, or the presidential
Let's
draft?
go in chronological order.
Yeah, we did presidents first, so let's do presidents first.
Okay. So, presidential draft. My wife's choice for, if you recall, catching everyone up to speed in the event that you guys don't listen to Getting Stoned and you only listen to Movies for Babies. The rules of the presidential draft were you have to pick a serious fictional president, a funny fictional president, a fictional real president, and a funny real president, and a serious
real, funny
real,
real, serious fake, funny fake.
Wild card.
Grab bag.
and then a wild card. So these were my wife's choices. If some of these people, I think one of these people did appear in another choice, but too bad. For her serious fictional president, she chose Bill Pullman in Independence Day.
Classic.
For her funny fictional president, she chose the president in Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh.
For her funny portrayal of a real president, she chose Dana Carvey as George W. Bush in Master of Disguise.
Not gonna do it.
Naga.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. In Master of Disguise, so it's W.
Yeah.
He's what he's doing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
George W. Bush in Master of Disguise.
Good.
And for her...
A future Movies for Babies if I've ever heard one.
Of course.
Pick
and
it,
her
coward.
choice for, and her choice for a serious portrayal of a real president, she chose George Washington in Hamilton. And she said Hamilton's on Disney Plus, and I'm like, that's an executive decision. It counts.
Counts. I definitely considered Hamilton at some point along the way. That was definitely something I could have chosen, and I just didn't.
And this is the one that is maybe the most like, about this. But again, the house always wins, and my wife made an executive decision. For her wild card political candidate, she chose TV's Adam West, but as he appears in Fairly Odd Parents, and her reasoning behind that is TV's Adam West is always playing a role, and it just so happens if you're in Quahog and see Adam West, that's what he looks like. If you're in Springfield and you see Adam West, that's what he looks like. And it just so happens that Adam West is playing a role as the mayor of Quahog in Family Guy. And so her choice is TV's Adam West, but as in his appearance from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a bold strategy, counselor, but I'll allow it.
I think we've got no choice but to accept.
Yep.
And then for Mike Judge, not Let's be Mike Judge. First off, she. I'm so sorry, Justin. She hated your choices.
Wait.
She thought that your choices made a terrible.
Wait, hold on. All right.
Wow.
Get her on. Get her on the
sorry.
pod. Get her on the pod.
Nicole with an
Get her-
RKO
She's-
out of nowhere.
she's
Nicole did a
not
fucking
here.
DDT on the light tubes with Justin.
Call her at work.
She could not believe that someone would pick Dale Gribble.
Oh,
to be
he
in our-
holds him accountable. He's not supposed to work. That's
Nicole
the
has
point.
some salient points about that draft.
And also, for a while, she hated Kevin's choices. But then she realized Lawrence from Office Space is Diedrich Bader's character, and she thought Kevin's choice was the guy who would be showing her the O face.
She
thought-
I would draft him to the Supreme Court, she thought. to the highest court in the land, she thought. I would be drafting
So she
the
was
O-face guy.
she was very mad at that selection until she realized, oh wait, Lawrence is Diedrich Bader and not
Well, I got
O-face
away.
guy.
Got away scot-free.
And so with that, her choices for Mike Judge, not Let's be Mike Judge, and of course with her picking, now there's like 12 people in the Supreme Court. But of course, executive decision.
Yeah.
It works.
Executive decision.
We're expanding the court.
Yeah, Joe, like Sleepy Joe, finally expanded the courts.
We're expanding the court. So her choices are Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Great.
Can't understand what he says.
Can't understand what he says.
But I respect the laws all the same.
She chose Peter Gibbons from Office Space.
Fair enough.
Her reasoning being he doesn't. Peter Gibbons, like famously in the movie, is like just tired of bullshit.
Yeah. He's a no-nonsense politician. He's not
no-nonsense
playing with those
politician.
Washington types. Absolutely.
She originally chose for her third choice Monica Hall from Silicon Valley.
Great.
But she thought about it for a little bit longer, and she decided to replace Monica Hall with Connie from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
The daughter, Bobby's best friend.
Con Jr., yeah.
And of course, like, Connie is a young child, but
Right. Not a successful venture capitalist.
not a successful venture capitalist. But my wife thought that Connie seemed like she had a good head on her shoulders. And again,
Just point about that.
the house always wins.
That's true.
So
House always wins.
the house always
What are you
wins.
gonna do?
So those were my wife's selections for the presidential draft. And Mike Judge, not Let's be Mike Judge. The president from Independence Day, the president from Monsters vs. Aliens, Dana Carvey as George W. Bush in Master of Disguise,
Pistachio Disguisey as George W. Bush.
Pistachio Disguisey as George W. Bush, George Washington and Hamilton, TV's Adam West, but as he appears in The Fairly Odd Parents, Boomhauer, Peter Gibbons, and Connie from King of the Hill.
There you go.
What a sweet.
Wow. Ain't it wonderful?
What a court.
Ain't it sweet? Yeah, absolutely. That's a real packed court, I gotta
Sardine
say.
tight.
Impossible to determine what political leanings that court would have as a court of 12. It's really impossible.
I can't imagine understanding what Boomhauer believes about anything.
Yeah, Boomhauer, can we get a statement about your ruling? And he's like, well, dang old abortion rights, man.
No. I hope he writes dissents to the rulings in Boomhauer speak.
Phonetically. Yeah. Dango.
Oh, no. All right, man.
Right. Well, boys, we could wrap it up here unless you wanted to play a little game.
I would like to play a game.
Would you like to play a game?
I would like to play a game.
I'm down for a game.
All right. The game is called Name That Train, but it's not just about naming trains. But it is a train-themed competition game between the two of you, between Justin and between Vern.
Well, famously, I've outrun a train before.
Exactly. So this is train culture trivia. Don't question it. Justin outran a train.
Yeah.
I'm taking it in stride. This episode's been going on for an hour and 45 minutes.
It's fine. It's factual. I can back it up.
Say no more. There are 6 questions that I will alternate between the both of you. If the person whose the question is asked of does not get it right, the other person has a chance to steal. There are also 2 questions that are for the both of you.
Oh, good.
And I'll explain those when we get there. Do either of you have a preference as to who goes first?
Justin picked the movie, so he gets to go first.
Oh, how gracious of you. Thank you. I accept.
Excellent. Question number 1, and name that train. Over the years, Thomas the Tank Engine has been accompanied by Mr. Conductor, but the shape of Mr. Conductor has changed over the years. Please place these Mr. Conductors in order of appearance. George Carlin, Alec Baldwin, Ringo Starr.
In order of when they've shown up?
When they appeared as Mr. Conductor first.
Oh!
In the tenure of Mr. Conductor.
Okay, yeah, not ranking them from hottie to naughty.
No. Although, follow-up question, no bonus points, hottie to naughty. Well, I think that line is pretty clear.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Baldwin,
no.
Carlin, Starr. No offense to Ringo.
Yeah, no, it's not his fault. It's not his fault he's got a rail spike on his face.
Damn. Drums.
Coming at you, Ringo. You're in my sights.
God, fucking Ringo, dead to rights. Place them in order, Justin.
Anyway, I believe from earliest to latest, it was Carlin, Starr, Baldwin.
That is incorrect. Vern, you have a chance to steal.
I'm sorry, Justin. It was Ringo, Carlin, Baldwin.
That is
He was
correct.
the
Vern
first?
has 1 point. Ringo was the first.
Ringo
He's also the oldest.
Ringo created the show for his kids.
Oh,
Or
really?
He didn't create the show,
He
but
produced it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's so sweet.
And
of
they
him.
originally asked John Lennon, and John Lennon said, "Fuck off."
Of course he. Can you imagine?
Stop
John
fucking calling
Lennon
me.
on this show.
I'm in bed. Don't call me. I'm not getting up. I don't take a shit for less than $50,000. Vern Tooley, the question goes to you.
Joke about Ringo retracted. Ringo, you're all right by me.
Yeah, you created Thomas the Tank Engine, kind of. Vern Tooley, the second question is yours.
Yes.
The second Uncharted video game opens in media res with a train dangling over the cliff. What is the full name of that Uncharted game? And I have 4 options. I have 4 options for you. Because I knew that's totally unfair. I will give you 4
Are the 4
options.
options the 4 Uncharted game titles, and I have to pick which one is number 2?
Which one is it actually? Who can say? Okay. Is it Uncharted 2, Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, Uncharted 2, A Thief's End, or Uncharted 2, City of Gold?
Okay, so I have played through 1.5 Uncharted games. And the one that I got halfway through is the second one because that stealth mission sucks.
It's tough. Yeah,
it sucks. Tough. I hate it. Before you listed off, I thought you were going to say what's the name of the train, and I was going to shit my pants.
No, I would never do that to you. That's awful.
If I recall correctly, Drake's Fortune is the first game, and I think the second game is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That is correct. Vern Tooley has 2 points. Okay, this question is for the both of you. Okay. You will both get to submit an answer for this one.
Okay.
Out of 113,586 reviews, how many 1-star reviews does The Little Engine That Could have on Goodreads? How many people logged into their Goodreads account, rated The Little Engine That Could 1 star?
Do we get bonus points for how many of these people also marked quotes as unhelpful on IMDb?
We can only guess. I don't have that cross-pollination information, but you both get to submit an answer.
How many reviews?
There are 113,000 reviews. It's whoever's closest.
$1, Bob.
Okay, Vern says one person.
$1,
Bob. One person gave 1 star.
$1,
the
Bob.
Little Engine.
I'm hoping for Price is Right rules. $1, Bob. $1, Bob.
Kevin, can I ask how many reviews does the book have total?
113,000.
113,000.
That's how many people have logged onto Goodreads and rated The Little Engine That Could at all.
Yes, yeah, that many maniacs.
125,600 reviews.
How many, and I have to guess, how many people are just so mad that he dared think he could?
Yes. How many people want to keep that train down?
Why didn't this train know its place?
Yeah.
This little engine could log on to Goodreads and give it 1 fucking star, stupid piece of shit train.
This little train thinks it can. I know what it can do. Suck my dick. Fuck this
How
train.
many people want that train to suck
How
their
many
dick?
How many people wanted this train to fucking die on that hill? I'm gonna guess.
Fuck you.
No, you know what? I'm guessing it's 3,000 people.
3,000 people. Actual answer, 2,250 people, which means Justin gets it.
Oh, all right. That's actually a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah, that was very close.
I was hoping for Price is Right rules, and that was my folly.
No, it's okay. Yes, there was no punishment for going over.
Now, Kevin,
shit.
can we hear a 1-star review?
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm so glad you asked. Let me pull one up. Because there's always Goodreads is an evil website, and so like
Goodreads is for people who hate books.
It's also the funniest website because every book, the top 2 reviews are a 5-star review and a 1-star review. It happens for every book because again, people that do this are insane.
Fair and balanced.
I'm gonna go on Goodreads.com and review the fucking phone book.
This review is from 2013. It appears to be several hundred words long. It's a 1-star review. I'm skipping a few paragraphs here. Firstly, it's tedious. There's no need to list everything on the cargo manifest. The first part is just a running tab of what's going over the mountain and does nothing to advance the plot. We are led to assume the little blue engine will be the main character, but we don't see her until the book is almost over. The real protagonist seems to be the funniest toy clown you ever saw, which is actually not funny at all, but terrifying. If I wanted clowns, I'd read it. Secondly, why do only the good little boys and girls get toys and food? Don't the bad kids at least deserve...
This has to be a bit.
I'm gonna stop there.
This is a bit. It's a good bit.
The person who wrote that review is in an unhappy marriage.
Yeah, it's a person who apparently has read this book to their toddler a lot.
I hate this kid.
This is the same. The person who wrote this 1-star review is the dad in The Squid and the Whale that told his son to go take his girlfriend to Blue Velvet.
Yes, I'm sorry. Back to the game, Justin.
Okay.
This question is for you. In Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the play sequel to the Harry Potter book series, which beloved member of the Hogwarts Express crew turns out to be a weird magic robot with drill hands who attacks students who attempt to disembark the train mid-journey? Is it the friendly conductor? Is it the keen-eyed railway cat? Is it the genteel trolley cart witch? Or is it the train itself?
Is it?
Which one turns into a weird magic robot with drill hands?
Right. I feel like I could narrow it down to 2. Also, you're really fucking selling this play.
How they accomplish this on stage is anybody's questions, because I will not be paying to see this play.
No.
It just sounds like the person who wrote this play maybe has like black mold growing in their house.
No, it wasn't written by her. That's the thing.
It wasn't even her.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was some guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It's not. We can't even blame her for this.
You can a little bit.
Not
I
enough.
choose to.
Not enough.
Yeah. Not as much as I would like.
I'm gonna say the train itself.
That is incorrect, Vern Tooley. You have a chance to steal.
The remaining choices are the friendly conductor, a cat, and what?
And the witch with a trolley full of sweets.
Oh,
who
yeah.
wheels up and down the train.
You know the
Anything with
like
the trolley dues?
Yeah, her.
I'm gonna say the cat.
That is also incorrect. It is the
Damn.
trolley cart
I
witch.
knew it!
She is a magic robot.
It's putting a hat on a hat to make the witch a robot.
You
It's
mean
putting-
a pointed hat on a pointed hat,
Yeah,
It's putting a hat on a cat.
and a
Vern
bat
Tooley,
on a
the next
rat.
question is yours.
Uh-huh.
Andrew Lloyd Webber of Cats fame
of course.
also created a musical about anthropomorphic trains who race each other and at times fall in love.
I'm gonna jump out a window if I don't get to answer this.
Name that musical.
Vern, put me in. Tap me in.
Vern has the opportunity to guess.
I think this is just me talking it out, Regis. I think it's something Express. I think it's something Express.
Come on, man, don't do this to me.
I'm gonna say
Come on, man. Don't.
I'm tweaking over here. Come on, man.
This is
Look at the bag here, dude, man. Come on.
This is a funny bit. This is a fun bit that Nicole and I do. My wife and I do. We'll just go the fucking.
Oh yeah, no, please, please don't answer it. Please
The-
take
the
longer
fucking,
answering this question.
the-
You've already half answered.
the something the McGarnacle Express. I don't know.
That is incorrect, shockingly.
Okay.
Justin.
Starlight Express.
Starlight.
Express.
It is Starlight Express.
I was like,
Is it a good
Technicolor?
show? No. Do I love it? Yes.
Yeah. Is it good? Who can say?
I can't. It's not.
It's not. The next question is for both of you. It's really more of a challenge than a question.
Okay.
You will both take turns naming songs with the word train in the title.
Ooh.
Whoever runs out first loses.
Ooh,
Okay.
Thus far, Justin has started, so unless there's any dissent, Justin will go first.
Now, counsel, can I ask for a quick clarification?
Yes.
Can I use train synonyms? Express, rail, trolley.
Yes, but
or at least songs that have strong train connections.
I understand what you're saying. I will allow it, but I reserve the right to deny one at any time if it is too tangential.
Of course.
We are looking for not necessarily the subject train. Train is in the title, or perhaps a train synonym.
Yes. Okay.
So, Justin, the volley is yours.
A Train.
What is that? Who sings that?
Oh, do I have to name the musician?
No, if I don't know it, I will ask you to clarify.
I don't know.
What it is.
A Train's, I think, like an old like jazz song or something.
Spotify,
Take
my
the
boy.
A Train. I don't know. Fucking, I played it in jazz band. That's all I know.
He played it in jazz band. I'll allow it. I don't need to necessarily know the artist, but if you're like, yeah, I played it in jazz band, I'm like, okay, fair enough.
It's like a Cab Calloway or something.
You must take the A train.
I guess that means it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
The first thing that came to my mind, I know it's the name of an album, but I don't know if there's a song on the album with that name. And I don't know if I'm feeling, frisky enough to try it.
Maybe not in the first round,
Maybe not in the first round, but in the first round, what I am going to do is I'm going to invoke the Justin rule, and I'm going to say a song that does not have train in the title, but is very obviously train related. And I'm going to say The Locomotion.
I will allow it.
Okay.
Which returns the ball to Justin.
Crazy Train.
Oh,
Classic. Fuck. All right. Ball's back to Vern. There are many.
There are many. It's the song from the beginning of Asteroid City. I think it's called Freight Train. Freight Train.
Freight Train goes so fast. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Or if it's not, I know what song you're talking about. Sorry.
Oh shit, what's it? Casey Jr.'s Coming Round the Track.
Yeah. Yep. Justin's classic campfire songs.
No, it's from Dumbo.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that little guy. All right. Vern, it's back to you.
There's another one that I'm thinking of that is train related but does not have train in the title, and I'm curious to know how much I can test these waters.
You can float it. If I deny it, you have a chance to pitch one other thing.
Okay, I'm going to say One After 909 by the Beatles. My baby says she's traveling on the one after 909. I say move over, honey.
The 909 would be A Train.
Okay.
So I'll allow it.
Shit. This is a fucking nerve-wracking game.
I've played this card, but I'll play it again. Starlight Express. The title song of the musical.
Nothing in the rules that said. Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Train songs.
I can think of a few very famous ones that have not come up.
I know my brain is just not.
But you imply I know famous music.
And I think Crazy Train is the most obvious one, and I didn't.
I mean, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's why I snatched it.
That's a big one.
There's I don't know if this is the one I know it's an album title, but I don't know if it's a song title. Slow Train Comin' by Bob Dylan.
Ooh, okay. Well, let's see. I'm consulting.
I don't think it's a song. It's his first Christian rock album. Keeping with that Christian iconography strain in this episode.
Well, Vern, the song is called "Slow Train," so I will count it.
Okay, thank you.
I will count it.
The Chattanooga CHOO-CHOO?
A classic train.
Of course.
Pardon me? Is that the? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Is that the Chattanooga CHOO-CHOO? Well, Vernon, it's your turn. You can just say it.
One of Justin's old-timey Appalachian mountain songs, Wabash Cannonball.
All right, Justin.
I'm gonna dip into this well as long as I humanly can. Freight is great from Starlight Express.
Oh my! Ooh.
Justin's
How
using
great.
a cheat code. Justin's
No.
using a cheat code. By
I
having
just
seen
know
Starlight
a bunch of tracks from a train-themed musical, Vern.
That's fair.
A bunch
That's
of
fair.
tracks. A bunch of tracks.
Of
Of course it tracks. It's a train.
That song is about the concept of freight, not necessarily a freight train. I will ask for another. suggestion.
Justin, I would say I would have allowed it. Justin,
I know.
I would have allowed it.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Can I do a lap? To clear my head?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
How
I got
big
it.
is the
I got
circle?
it.
Only if
fuck.
you go choo
God damn it.
Yeah, I'll allow it. If you go choo-choo. I mean, he's really taking a lap. He's walking it off.
I just thought of one of the obvious ones, so I'm feeling pretty good.
There's like a gigantic one that I'm like,
Yeah.
how is this? How are we almost 10 deep?
I had to think of Wabash Cannonball first.
Where the fuck is Wabash?
That's a good question.
The subway jingle?
What is that?
No.
From the restaurant? Subway? The $5 footlong song?
Yeah, Subway, eat fresh. That jingle.
No, I will.
Aw, damn it.
I will deny it.
All
Vern,
right.
do you want to score one final point to prove your...
I will. You don't have to grant me a point, but I've been working on the railroad.
Justin just caught on fire.
Justin is just parked his car on train tracks.
I'm jumping in the boiler. Put me with the coal.
Shovel me in.
Shovel me in.
Steam
Shovel me
up.
in. Shovel me in, coach. I'm ready.
And I will, I feel like,
my
you know,
God.
I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia.
Midnight train to
yeah.
Georgia.
Anyway, it didn't come up, but well fought. Vern is ahead by 1 point. There are 2 questions remaining. It's anybody's game.
Kevin, am I allowed to... Can I
Kevin,
am I allowed
I'm
to
exhausted.
go on... Am I...
Okay, do we want to call it? We can
No,
call it.
I wanna
no.
keep playing. Am
I'm
I allowed
clawing
to
this
go on Spotify
back.
and look up train songs just to satisfy my... Or will that spoil future...
Vern,
future questions?
Vern.
No, there's no other song-based questions.
No, but Vern, I as soon as I lost the point, I looked it up. There is a Wikipedia page that just says list of train songs.
Oh, and I typed in train songs and I got songs by the band Train. Ah, shit. Oh, Long Train Running by
Also-
the Doobie Brothers.
They should have put Drops of Jupiter in Night on the Galactic Train.
Also, to correct the record, A Train is
Night
by
Train.
Duke Ellington.
Love Train, of course.
All the world, join in. Join the
Runaway
love
Train by Soul Asylum. Oh my God, how do I...
Train in Vain by The Clash.
Yeah.
lot
Last
of
Train
options.
Home by Canceled Man.
Engine number 9.
Long Black Train by John... Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
A lot of options.
God damn it!
All right. Well, Justin, I know that you are currently boiling in a big pot of water, but the next question would be yours.
Last Train to
Kevin, if
Clarksville.
you
We talked about
pulled
the fucking monkeys on this. Oh
Last
my
Train
gosh.
to
What's
Clarksville.
wrong with me?
If you pulled the chain around my neck, oh, how I would whistle.
Justin,
Yeah.
which film in the Mission Impossible franchise features a thrilling escape from a crashing train? Is it Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning? Is it Mission Impossible Rogue Nation? Is it Mission Impossible Looming Threat? or is it Mission Impossible 2?
I do believe it's Mission Impossible 2.
It is Mission Impossible. Ooh, wait. Vern has a chance to steal.
Yeah.
I
So
forgot
no,
about
it's
the
not
rules
it.
of my own game. It is not Mission Impossible 2.
Okay.
No trains.
I'm sorry. I was too busy smiling at myself because whenever you type in train and on songs on Spotify, you get like a lot of songs that have train in the title, but then you get things like steam train whistleblowing from the Hollywood Edge sound effects library.
Would not count. Not legal.
And pan noise locomotive from train sounds and noises.
Yeah, no one said The Arrival of a Train.
Well, that's
our
not
favorite
a
film.
That's not a song.
That's not a song. You're right. Of course, I'm stupid. I got lost in my own game.
Which one did Justin say?
Justin said
2.
Mission Impossible 2.
And what were the other? And what were the
Yes.
other choices?
Yeah.
Mission
Wait. Yeah. What are the
Impossible.
numbers?
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible Looming Threat.
No, but what
yes,
numbers
audience,
are
there. What do you? What? 7, 5, and I made one up.
I don't care for that.
Did you say Ghost Protocol? Did you say that?
No. I
Oh,
said
okay.
Dead Reckoning, Rogue Nation, and Looming Threat.
Rogue Nation.
As incorrect, it is Dead Reckoning. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, formerly called Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. And if you ask
there's-
Paramount Pictures that, they would go, what?
There's Train Around the Bend from Loaded by the Velvet Underground. I forgot about that one.
And the
true,
Legend
that's
of Thunder
true.
Mountain from the Disney World Park.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, there is one final question.
Okay.
So, Vern, you could either pull ahead, or Justin, you have a chance to tie.
Oh, I'm gonna tie.
And then
To
we
force-
would figure out what
Yeah,
happens.
because I want to make Kevin figure out the tiebreaker on the spot.
As
It's
I
it's
pull my
if
collar.
if we have a tie, Kevin has to do the trolley problem.
Yeah. Which one? Yank it. Which way? There's a right answer. Vern,
Yes.
this famous Russian door stopper, and by that I mean a big, thick book. This famous Russian door stopper features the title character killing themselves by throwing themselves under the wheels of a train.
Oh shit. I can't read.
They
Holy,
have
I
made movies
learned!
out of this.
They've made movies out of this. War and Peace
Is that your final answer?
by Tolstoy. Yeah.
No, there's no title character in War and Peace.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
It's okay. Justin?
Is it Anna Karenina?
It is Anna Karenina,
Oh,
Yes!
which ties the score.
I know
3.
what-
Railroad
motherfucker.
ties the score.
Railroad
ties
ties
the
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 score. As Kevin figures out how
The-
to build a tiebreaker for the
Yeah,
game
fuck-
that he made.
Yeah, sit
train
and
is
squirm,
approaching-
pig.
The train is approaching Vern, but if Kevin pulls the trolley and saves Vern, it will kill Justin.
He kills Justin.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, it will kill Vern.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, talk amongst yourselves while I figure
no.
out what this is going to be.
Yeah, no, well...
Justin.
We'll let Kevin paint a tunnel on this cliffside while we talk things out.
Justin, while Kevin's doing that,
Yeah.
what is your favorite train in a movie?
Oh, my favorite train in a movie?
What's your favorite movie train?
I've always... it's a very minor part of a train, but I've always been very, very partial to the train of The Music Man. I like that it kind of sets the tone.
yeah.
I love the train song.
Yeah.
I find that extremely...
What you talk?
Yeah, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? Favorite movie train? Well, I mean, the one coming to the station. I mean, it's a classic.
Yeah. One of the
We love
original One of the original horror
The
movie
original
villains.
Train.
Yeah.
One of the original movie set the mold. The mustachioed villain was meant to tie the damsel under it, but they couldn't get their schedules right. They couldn't set the shooting schedule. Trying to come into the station was just so busy. Was so busy working.
I want to.
Okay,
I want to meet the train from train arrival at station at Comic-Con. I want to get my autograph.
Oh, I'm gonna get pay
Can I get a
$50
rail
to get
print?
a picture. Yeah,
A rail print.
a rail print. All right.
That'll be $50 for a picture.
Absolutely. This is another. You will both get to submit an answer to this. And there is no Price is Right rules. It doesn't matter if you're under or over. It's whoever's closest.
Okay.
How many roles? How many characters is Tom Hanks credited as portraying in The Polar Express, the movie?
Ooh.
I'm just looking at what IMDb, our nation's front page, what they have to say.
I feel like I got my
President
number.
says this. 43% of Americans find this unhelpful.
I don't want to know that. Don't tell me.
I want to get IMDb delivered to my doorstep.
The Tribune. I want the IMDb Gazette delivered to my doorstep every Sunday.
Did you see who fell in the star meter, honey?
Wow, Shawshank Redemption is still up there.
Yeah, it's still up there. Justin, do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I got my number. I believe he's credited for 4.
Justin says 4. Vern.
I think that earlier, and I've never seen this movie, but I think earlier in this episode, Kevin made a joke where he said, Tom Hanks in
5.
whatever fucking 5, whatever. So I'm gonna say 5.
The answer is 6, which means Vern Tooley wins. Name that train.
So I knew he played the conductor, the hobo, Scrooge, the Scrooge puppet, and Santa. Who else does he play?
Tom Hanks is credited in order as Hero Boy, Father, Conductor, Hobo, Scrooge, and Santa Claus.
I forgot I didn't know he played people outside the train.
Yes, he's off the train as well.
He's off the train.
He's off the train! You can't keep him in. He's Tom. Big Tom Hanks. How tall is Tom Hanks? But he's pretty tall.
Not tall enough. Could be taller.
IMDb, the front page of the internet, lists his height as 6 feet.
I believe that.
So I have a little edge on Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And I hope he loses sleep over that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, boys, for playing my little game that I made while I was unstimulated at work.
Justin, if it means anything to you, I don't feel good about winning.
Good. I'm glad you don't.
Seeing what it did to you, I don't feel good about winning.
I hope this sticks with you.
That means, you know what this means? Vern likes trains the most.
We'll get the manifest on that soon to see how much this guy likes trains.
We'll get the schedule and we'll see if we're making any stops in Tooleytown.
Yeah, I had a feeling that I really like trains. I was crying in the Super Mario Brothers movie at the realization of how much I like trains.
That's the beautiful game. Yeah. That's the game we're here to play.
That's the game of life. And
that's the game of life.
Thank you, boys, for watching this beautiful little movie. I think.
Of course, I was happy to.
Thank you for picking it. Truly, I really enjoyed it. It's stuck with me. I'm excited to watch it again at some point.
Good.
Amazing. Now, boys, this month is happening, but next month there will be a new month, which means a new movie, which means
really and truly another month.
I swear it. I swear it on the very calendar itself. It will tip over, and there will be a different picture of a hot firefighter on your wall, Justin.
Oh,
and,
but I love the current one so much. But
the next one is almost
Mr.
as
August.
good. No, but Armando of September, you're gonna love him.
I'll miss you, Armando.
And we've decided to do a little something different for the next Movies for Babies because we will be doing our annual sojourn out to Salt Lake City, as we've done the last few years to work on Untitled Comedy Project. And but this year will be a much lighter load than the previous years. We'll be filming less, we'll be chilling out more, having a good time, as it were. And so we will actually have time this year to record a Movies for Babies. We will not be rushing desperately to get a bunch of Justin footage before he leaves and goes back to work. That won't be happening so much this time. And so we can devote, 4 or 5 hours to watching a movie together and recording a podcast about it. And I've put a lot of thought into what this should be, what we should sit on the couch together and watch, and then get around a microphone and talk about together. And honestly, that Master of Disguise almost stole the election.
Master of Disguise stormed the Capitol.
Stop the steal. Pistachio Disguisey was there on January 6th, but we won't be talking about that next month.
Yeah, he was playing his role as MAGA shaman.
Yeah. He's disguised. You never know who he is. You can never pick him out of a crowd. That's what makes him so good, so talented. But we won't be talking about that next month. Now, will we? And I thought about a couple things. I was like, oh, what if we watch the Dungeons & Dragons movie? What if we watch fucking Avatar? Those are all movies that I've been talking about for a while, that I've been thinking about. But I wanted something that would be real fun for us to watch together, that I think would get us in some japes and some laughs. I think we'll have a good time watching this one. I know that this choice will make my friend Justin very happy, because we are going to watch and talk about Bruce Willis's 1991 vanity project, Hudson Hawk.
Ooh.
It's Hawk Talk, baby.
Hawk Talk!
We're talking Hawk'tuah. Hudson Hawk'tuah.
Hudson Hawk'tuah.
Hawk of the morning to you.
Hudson Hawk, a 5-star masterpiece, a beautiful movie that everyone
your
should see.
cinema.
If you think we talked about the Catholic Church a lot in this movie, who don't?
Hot Vatican summer.
Hot Vatican summer movie, Hot Pope summer,
Hot altar boy summer.
Whoa, no.
Is it a white
not
boy
hot,
summer?
Not sexy. They're not sexy.
No.
No.
I was an altar boy.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. Sorry that
I
happened.
thought I was super into the church, and I just realized, I just like production. I like being a part.
Yeah, I like working on set.
I just want
like
to be
being
part of a show.
Yeah, I just like being a part
exactly.
of it. Yeah. Well, all right, altar boy summer.
Altar boy summer.
Hudson Hawk'tuah. I've never seen it.
I think you'll have a good time, or at least we'll have
get
a
a
fun
kick.
time watching
Oh,
it
yeah.
together. I think
excited.
It's a wonderful film.
Oh.
It's a beautiful film, and I'm excited to share it. It's a long time coming on the Movies for Babies list. I've been sitting on this for a long time.
Hyde Park on Hudson Hawk.
Vern, let me put this in perspective. Any ill will is gone. Just thinking about this movie, I feel cleansed. I feel refreshed.
Okay.
I am
Justin
at
is
peace.
new.
Justin has
born.
boarded a new train.
Yes.
He got off at this station and got on a new one.
He's on the light rail now.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's watch Hudson Hawk.
Let's watch a
do
little
it.
Hudson Hawk. But yeah, thank you, listeners, for joining us for Night on the Galactic Railroad. And I hope you were screaming at your audio player of choice while these two were struggling to name songs about trains. I know you were, because I would be sitting at home. But if the roles were reversed, listener, you would struggle just as much as they did. It's impossible.
You know what, listeners, send us what you would have guessed.
In your infinite wisdom.
Yeah, if you're trying to judge us, why don't you travel a mile in our train cars?
Hey, how about you judge not lest ye be judged, Mike Judge, okay?
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say on that.
Au revoir.
Happy Hawk'tuah. Hawk'tuah days.
Happy Hawk'tuah.
Walking up to my Jewish friends in December and wishing them
Oh, happy Hawk'tuah!
That's why Justin didn't get the role in that play he auditioned for.
he called it Hawk'tuah.
Yeah,
And they were like, I don't know what that means yet. What does that mean? Nothing to me.
Justin's like,
It's the 2000s.
And Justin pulled a Back to the Future, and he's like, you guys aren't ready for it, but your kids are gonna love it.
Kids are going to love Hawk'tuah.
And we spat on that thing for 8 days.
Make sure to leave an empty chair for Hawk'tuah girl at your table.
No, that's Passover.
I know. I couldn't pass up the bit. I liked it.
You couldn't pass over that bit.